Yeah, I finally got my bagger home. We're done over there. And of course, to change the weather forecast, I don't know if any of this is going to go today or this week or not. Tomorrow I'll have to go get a bag. So I might be able to mow some late tomorrow. But they've also changed the forecast. I got rain for later in the week. So I don't know, again, how much of this I'm going to go for just yet. But it don't matter. Like I say, if I can go on third cutting, I'm going to do the third cutting, do this. I ain't going to have much more time. They do have... Temperatures ain't supposed to be fluctuate that much. I think I seen by Saturday we had a low, or have it scheduled a low for like 34, which is going to put us in a frost here. So definitely going to have to come off next week. I don't know. Like I say, it might be these rains like we've had where we had rain last night and there was nothing in the forecast for it. But enough, it was like a 3 days worth of dew. A good heavy dew is what it was. Enough to see wet on the road, and of course I didn't have the tarp down on my truck, so everything on the truck got wet. But not wet enough to hurt it, so I wasn't worried about it. So what I'm doing in here is I'm getting this set back up to bagging position, because I can't leave it parked here tonight. Milkman goes tomorrow. So gotta have a good solid heavy place to fold this thing up. Oh, I got glare, hell of a glare from the sun on there. Yeah, I'll get on this side maybe. How much I'm gonna get, the sun's gonna screw everything up. But the first thing I gotta do is take that tire and move it back there. And then I can let the jack down, move that over to here. And then I can take that stand and everything up. And then I gotta move this tire into there. But I'll have to take the cage off to do that, to get this tire out, and I want to leave the cage on it to be able to take it back, to move it over there with me when I move it across the road. And I didn't clean the corner out of the tunnel. I only cleaned enough so it doesn't fall out on the road, because I don't think they were going to have any, at her brother's place, there wasn't going to be any place to feed it or anything, so no sense leaving it all messed in the field. But yeah, it's plenty green enough. I mean, even here you got juice is running out of that. Corn's plenty green yet, but I don't know, it might be all for nothing for them. There's some issues going on, and I don't know, in a way it doesn't sounds doable, but it doesn't sound like it's going to be good in the end. Put it this way, I really don't see them milking cows here in the next month or so. So, which I hate to see, but hey, it gives me an opportunity. If I get money, there might be feed to buy. So, which I hope it doesn't come to that. As much as I need to feed, I really don't want that. But you know, before I get monkey in here, well, I can't take that. It's got pressure from the jack on it. All right, so I suppose I get this set up somewhere so I can at least see something here. So let me get situated. So I got that in position. I got that back up. All I gotta do is move that wheel. And how much of that film? Like I said, I gotta take that cage off. I might do it when I get right here. But I got another thing I'm gonna check here. They had problems with that first bag we did over there. Coming out as lumpy as my grass bag. It's not quite as bad, but it's not smooth. Of course, that first corn was way green. The stuff they just chopped is a lot better. But I had problems. I had to back the pressures off so it didn't make juice. I mean, this was just like a pond in there. One thing, I gotta get these tine caps redone next year. That's no doubt. I think that's a lot of the problem. And like I say, they had problems with, I mean, they had long stringy stuff in their corn. Here the drive belt that runs the head and stuff was slipping. That's the same problem I had this summer when I changed belts on it. I tightened them up and it was a whole different chopper. So after that, everything was chopping real nice and didn't have quite as much juice. So I think that was a lot of problem. But I'm also starting to wonder, this here is what builds up the pressure on the brake system so the bag packs. And I'm just starting to wonder if I got air in this hose here. Because this just works just like your brakes on the car. You got the disc in here on this drum is a rotor, and you got brake calipers here, and right there's the bleed screw. We set up for that second bag, and the machine was leaning like this a little. It's not quite this bad, but I mean it was leaning, and I could not get that thing to pump up pressure no how. So we added oil to it, and that's what I was figuring. This might have been a little low and everything was leaning this end. And we finally got it building up pressure and everything worked. And I just wonder if I got air in that line, and maybe that's what's making these bags come out lumpy like that. So when I get a chance here, I'm going to, just like you'd bleed your car, get a small jar with some oil in it and a hose, put it on there, stick the end in the oil, open the bleed screw, pump that, and do that until I don't see no air bubbles come out of it. So like I say, that might be part of the problem. So, but I gotta release the brake here so I can take the cage off. Okay, I'm gonna get this situated and then I'll be back. Anyway, so just set that on the ground there for now and pull this pin. I think this is, you're supposed to be able to do this all, I think, with that other jack. I've never figured it out, but I think it's just as easy, and I think a little bit safer to use a bottle jack. You know, I'm gonna have both hands for that, so I'll have to put you down for a second. And then it's just easy to slide back in, put the pin in there. She's set to go now. Get the jack out from underneath, that'll be the next thing. Sometimes it goes down more than what it was and I can't get the jack out. So, I guess that's it. I'll just put this back up there, hook it back up so I can take it with me. This is going to need to be re-greased. I got a monkey. Hopefully I can get through with what I got the bag here yet. That needs tightened up, but I got to take a chain link out. And they don't have no links. They got master link in here on the card key and stuff, but they don't have no link that you can just take out. So it's a little bit more of an ordeal. I'll have to cut a link out. You can see my adjustments up here on the way. But it'll run for now. I tried tightening up the other day and more job than I wanted to get into. I gotta grease that jack for sure. That's growling kind of hard there. But like I said, I just gotta grease this up here now, get a bag on it, and this should be good to go. Next year, if I'm still doing this, a lot of work I gotta be doing on this. This is cracked out down here. That's gonna be fixed. Got a weak spot in the floor right there. That pan underneath where the bag rides in. I got cardboard in there now, but that all needs to be reskinned. Needs new tine caps. Still ain't sure what I'm gonna do about this. Really ain't no pressure on it. I don't know if it'd be worth getting another piece of metal welded in there. That is kind of weak at top. I've thought about just getting some fiberglass and some mesh and sanding that down somewhat, painting it with the fiberglass resin, but looks like it's all cracked out over there. I hate the thoughts of what a whole new piece like that's going to cost to put in. But it's got to be done. It's got to be done. So I guess I'm going to end this for now. I don't know if I've ever shown the process of folding this up or unfolding it. But yeah, like I said, hopefully the rain holds off later this week. I can start chopping something, or by this weekend. Doesn't look, middle part of the week don't look too promising. Like I said, I'm going to lose tomorrow, get in the bag. It'll take 2 or 3 days for that to dry down. I was out to that field where I mowed the other day and it's still wet. But it's going to be one of them things. Now today was a nice drying day. Hopefully the ground would have dried up some. We just don't need the rain now. So they say hopefully it dries up there a little bit. I think once I start mowing it, there's going to be dry areas now I can go. I'm just have to figure out where the wet spots are and maybe chop 2 or 3 rows there and then go fill out somewhere else, some partial loads. But if it's, like I say, if it's too wet to go on that sedan grass yet, I got all that third cutting down there, got a piece out there. I got a couple other fields to go look at. Hopefully they're going to have something worth chopping. I say I won't have as much as I had in second crop to cover, but hopefully I got to get over at least another bag full yet. So, but I'm going to end this here. Thanks for watching. If you like these videos, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Doesn't cost you nothing to subscribe. Subscribing, all it does is give you the notification when I post one. Doesn't cost you nothing else. And you can set it up whether you want the notifications or whether you don't. That's all a subscription does, just notifies you when I post a video. So, hope everybody's enjoying their day. Like I said, today was a nice day this week. Just hope it stays that way. So thanks for watching. We'll catch up with you later.